containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess this container is part of shelving in section A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone put it here on accident? On this shelf is Chem C. It looks like nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. Only containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit 7C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B is regions, and Section C has lethal chemicals. So Koro must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me in Section A, there was a bottle with labels from Section C. What was the bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. It looks like the bottle had a label on it, C4. Oh, okay, we already went through it. Oh! There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. Somebody else did. There are footprints, and they're only in the front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, you mean me. How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen. What? Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I drawed up the sketch of the room. How's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me? So when you look at this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business on the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be... Makoto, are these yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Mercury said. I see, your fear appeared to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. These prints are a really valuable clue. Should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor and the shelf. There also remains of a broken bottle. It looks like that bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look at the rec room. I have to go back to the rec room? That's confusing. Yeah, all these other rooms are not used right now, so I'm assuming they're going to be for the next chapter or something. Where is said rec room? Hello, rec room. Rec room. Like wrecked room. Am I right?
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they both claimed they didn't see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying?
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. There are 3 things that revealed new clues. Do well to look over them one more time. Okay, the magazines. Let's start with those. Kyoko's on the magazine shelf is hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back there by accident?
Hey.
If someone catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped it over. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word's been written in bloody letters. It said Toko. Could it be? A dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, this is indeed a dying message. Someone used their fingers to write it. A dying message. But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that? This is Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Koto's dying message. Well, were her fingers? According to Kyoko, there's still something on the body.
Just a second.
Just staring off in space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Yeah, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around to it. Me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown purposely used to, although there's still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. It's totally normal. Then how can you...
So-
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
The powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me explain.
It would seem...
It would appear she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, would you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's why I learned from examining her body in detail. Yeah, so it couldn't have been. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Locker's open and there's something from the inside. It's a hammer.
Right. It's
I
true.
already looked at that. What didn't we
Hey.
look at? Oh, the Monokuma bottles, right. Oh, my neck.
Indeed.
I think Kyoko said she found a new clue including Monokuma bottles. Something's new. Something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, you'll sure to find it. Correlation? Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I don't
so...
mind guiding you towards the clues. Giving you a conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up with their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in their outcomes. And it's not because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you to agree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to agree. Monokuma bottle has been updated.
Hey.
It's a correlation. So there's one thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? Experiment?
Anyway...
You gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle. Try to get the smaller pieces too. You sure it's okay with the mess of the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that's obnoxious Bikuya's not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting the broken bottle pieces. And just like that, I finished it up. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected, and the one for the Monokuma files is still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
In other words...
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
So now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked into one side of the scale. Now what might you expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they're balanced out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed something.
So then...
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
Hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. I don't know! Oh my god! Oh my god! What? That's it?
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. And the point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Wow, I have... The one clue leads me to believe it's the airhead guy, but... I mean, that is really tough. Like, he had to really think that through. I just don't know if he has the brain power. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... The ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery! What the... Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive!
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body! This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get to the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the way.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there is no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. Oh boy, this was gonna be interesting. And then that person is here. That person is one of us. So we all got to say.
Don't look at me.
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you? Oh, I didn't get to ask the other two. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel it chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it'll never get any easier. We climbed into the steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and felt it begin sinister descent. Man, that is an empty elevator. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. I felt lower and lower, and all of a sudden, as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come completely to an end?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Wow, this one happened really, really quickly. Usually we've been... Oh, whoops. We've been going through, like, quite a lot of the game to get to this point, but this one went really fast, because I think I started like 11:30, and it's only been 2 hours. As usual, I'm going to take a break, go get a drink, and we will get to this right in a bit. 5 minutes, stay tuned.